How do you describe the afterlife concept in Judaism?
Yes. Um, the way I understand it, and it's not as clear in sacred texts. It doesn't in some of the earlier texts. It doesn't explain it very much. Is the idea that there is reward and punishment. Um, Reward is related to the good deeds we've done, or punishment for bad things we've done. We believe that generally speaking, a soul could be cleansed from all of its sins within 12 months. So when people die, their children, their sons, will say prayers praising God for 11 months um, uh, for their parent, in case their parent had some imperfections and needs to be given forgiveness. So when the children say these prayers, this brings forgiveness for the parents, or brings merit for them in paradise.
Okay, wonderful. मैंने उनसे पूछा कि रोज़े आखिरत और ज़िंदगी के बाद की ज़िंदगी के बारे में क्या ख्यालात हैं। उन्होंने बताया कि जब कोई मर जाता है दुनिया में, दुनिया के बाद सज़ा और जज़ा का कॉन्सेप्ट है, जजमेंट है, और साथ साथ उनके जो बच्चे होते हैं वो 11 महीने तक अपने मरहूम वालिदैन के लिए खुदा से दुआ करते हैं, प्रेयर्स करते हैं, उनकी मग़फ़िरत की दुआ करते हैं. Thank you again. This is going very, very interesting for me and personal to learn, and I'm sure the audience will love it. So how do you see Moses? I mean, for some people, they describe that, is it true that Prophet Moses was so mighty and so powerful and so rich of knowledge that the whole Judaism is basically bounded to only Moses? Or do you believe the prophet before Moses and there are some prophets after Moses as well?
Moses is the greatest of the prophets for Jews. Moses is the foundation of prophecy. So we believe in prophets before and after Moses. We believe that Abraham was a prophet. Sarah, his wife, was in a way also a prophet. And certainly Yeshua ben Nun, the successor of Moses, was a prophet. So we do believe in prophecy in addition to Moses. But because of Moses' greatness, he's considered the main authority, and the law, as Moses explained it, is the main thing for us. When we perform a marriage, a man will say to his wife, "You are sacred to me, or betrothed to me, by the law of Moses and Israel." So, this idea of the law of Moses is seen that Moses is a very, very significant channel of between God and us, and is the most significant of the prophets, but certainly not the only prophet. There are many other prophets here that we read from. Some of these books are from the prophets, some are from later generations as well.
Do you believe that prophets are still coming?
That's not clear. I mean, there is a teaching that the age of prophecy did end. The Torah doesn't. When Moses talks about prophecy, he says there will be other prophets like me, and there's instructions about how to recognize a prophet. There is a tradition that prophecy had ended. We don't know. Maybe in the future. I mean, we do believe in the Mashiach, in an anointed one who comes, sent by God to do many things, bring peace onto the world. Will he also be a prophet? It's not clear in the traditions that I've read.
Okay, the upcoming Mashiach or Messiah would be a Jew or Christian or Muslim?
We believe that he would be a descendant of King David, of the author of the Zabur, of the Psalms. So he would have Jewish ancestry, and yeah, that's our tradition.
Interesting. And is it allowed in Judaism to convert other religions into Judaism, or it just specific and limited to the direct descendants? No one can convert in Judaism.
Yeah. Judaism does allow conversion from any background. It doesn't actively seek to convert people. So Judaism believes that God had expectations from the Bnei Israel, from the Jewish people, 613 commandments. And God also sees righteousness in people from other backgrounds. They don't need to become Jewish in order to be Jewish. There's 7 main principles for all of mankind from the book of Genesis. But if someone chooses to become Jewish, and that is very important to them, and after much study, they can convert and become Jewish.
Interesting.